Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Welcome, citizens. In this video we'll be taking a look at the RSI Constellation Andromeda. We'll be going over the stats of the ship, looking at its standard loadout, and giving our thoughts on the ship's uses and possible upgrades. As with all things Star Citizen, keep in mind that specific details of the ship could and probably will change over time as the game's development progresses. The Andromeda is the base variant of the Constellation line from Robert Space Industries. It is sold as a medium multi-purpose freighter and is the most popular RSI ship in the current verse. It was released in 2014 and was used by CIG as the poster child for the game's multi-crew gameplay potential. The Andromeda features a large command bridge area with access to 2 manned turrets, a living hab area in the midsection complete with beds, lockers, toilets and extendable table, large cargo area and a rear engine room. Players can enter the ship using the large cargo lift or via a smaller personnel lift under the hab area. The ship also comes with a Merlin P-52 snub fighter that is docked to the rear of the ship. The functionality for a crew member to enter the Merlin and detach it from the Connie hasn't been implemented into the game yet. But when it is implemented, the Merlin can be used as a personal runaround, combat aid or an escape pod. What the Constellation line is missing are a set of wings to aid in atmospheric flight. As such, it handles fairly well in space, but its performance drops in dense atmosphere environments. Being a medium freighter, the Andromeda falls within the same bracket as a Freelancer, Cutlass Black and the Mercury Star Runner. But unfortunately, with a 61 metre length, it is the largest ship in that group. Conversely, it is spec'd as a large ship, but is half the size of other ships within that designation. Essentially, this means that it's too big for medium ships, but too small for large ships. In terms of category, the Andromeda is in an odd place right now. This category confusion also spills over into the stats of the ship. With an optimal speed of 190 meters per second and top cruise speed of 910 meters per second, it is slightly slower than the medium ships, but faster than the larger vessels. Also, because of the ship's size and mass, it takes the Andromeda nearly 27 seconds to decelerate to a stop. The Connie's biggest deficiency comes from the ship's shields. While the Andromeda does come fitted with 2 size 2 Chamali shield generators, which give it the same sizable shield as a Freelancer of 12,152 hit points, this is actually fairly low for a ship that is twice the size of a Freelancer. As for cargo capacity, the Constellation Andromeda has a very respectable cargo hold of 96 SCU, which is currently only beaten by the Freelancer Max variant and larger ships. The Andromeda is also able to carry an Ursa rover or several smaller vehicles on its cargo lift. The ship's other main components consist of 2 size 2 Daybreak Powerplants, 2 size 2 FrostStar EX coolers and a size 2 Bolon quantum drive. For weaponry, the ship comes fitted with 4 gimbaled size 4 Rhino laser repeaters, giving it a decent damage output of 3,168 DPS. The ship's top and bottom manned turrets both have 2 size 2 M4A laser cannons fitted to provide extra pew pew when other citizens are on board and available to use them. The Andromeda's missile complement consists of 4 bespoke missile racks that fold out from between the rear nacelles and 4 racks along the roof of the ship. These racks house a massive amount of warheads, and as standard the Andromeda comes with 28 size 1 Marksman 1 and 24 size 2 StrikeForce II missiles, which combined can dish out over 35,000 damage. Due to the Andromeda's previously mentioned shield issue, its primary upgrade would be to swap out the Chamali shield generators for a pair of stop generators, which will bump up the shields by over 2,400 hit points. But really, this size of ship could do with CIG giving it a 3rd size 2 shield generator at the very least. Weapon upgrades can boost the ship's combat performance by a large factor, but are also fairly expensive in UEC cost due to the size of the guns and the amount of them. If you usually take the ship out with crewmates, then changing out the M4A cannons on both manned turrets for size 2 XJ2 distortion cannons will make those positions a lot more effective, as long as your crew can land their shots. If you usually fly the ship solo, however, this change probably isn't worth the cost. Regardless of crew size, pilots should be aware of the ship's blind spots that are at the rear of the ship and directly above or below the manned turrets. For the pilot controlled guns, you could try to replace the Rhino repeaters for a set of size 4 C788 ballistic autocannons. While there will be an ammo cost attached to these weapons, they are slightly more heat efficient than the Rhino repeaters and pack more of a punch with a DPS increase of 240 points. Overall, the Constellation Andromeda is a decent multi-role vessel that is as capable at hauling a large quantity of cargo as it is at destroying other ships. To use it optimally, the Andromeda needs a crew of 3 people to utilise its various stations. However, it can be used by the solo pilot if he knows how to fly it. But with a price tag of £216 or $270, a solo pilot might be better off getting a cheaper Freelancer Max. Okay, so we hope this review has been helpful or informative. If you like the vid, smash that like button and subscribe for more star sets and videos. Also, feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments for any reviews you would like to see. Bye for now.